overriding and overloading. These are the two concepts what we study now. That means in this class we'll be discussing about what is method overriding and what is method overloading. Overriding and overloading. So overriding and overloading we had studied in C++, and the same concept applies in Java also. Only thing is syntax of the code is different. What happens in a class hierarchy, when a method in a subclass has same name and type signature as a method in its superclass, then the method in the subclass is said to override the method in the superclass. It's going to suppress or hide the method in the superclass. So that is called as method overriding. That is called as method overriding. I will take the help of the diagram. Things will be clear. So add is a method, right? Then this is a class, super class. Then it is going to inherit class A and class B. It is going to inherit, and this is what is subclass. Class B is subclass of class A. Assume it is having its own method called add, B having its own method, and another method which is derived from the subclass, superclass. This subclass B has its own method called add, and this is the add which is derived from the superclass. Now let us go back to the definition and see it once again. Is that when a method in a subclass has the same name and type signature as a method in its superclass. When a method in a subclass has, instead of showing it, I'll show it later. First concentrate on this much. When a method in a subclass has same name and type signature as a method in its superclass, then whenever the inheritance takes place, this method will be derived from the superclass. This is the method which is derived from the superclass or which is inherited from the superclass. Now there are two versions. One version is inherited from the superclass, one version is present in the subclass itself. In such scenario, what happens? The method in the subclass is said to override the method in the superclass. The method in the subclass, that means this one is said to override the method in the superclass. That means override means it is going to hide. You will be not able to access that subclass superclass method only. Why? Because always the subclass method has more priority, accessibility compared to the superclass method. That is what is called as method overriding. It is what is called as method overriding. That means when this is the case, you will not be able to call this method at all. You will not be able to call that method. Why? Because when from the main function somewhere, if you directly refer something like this add, if you refer add, what happens? We will be referring to only the version of the subclass. You will not be able to call the version of the superclass. We will not be able to call the version of the superclass. So that is called as method overriding. So what could be the solution for this? The solution can be you can use different names, or if you don't want to use different names, what we can do here is you can simply write add. You can simply write add to call the method of the subclass. To call the method of the superclass, can we write something like this? Super.add. Super.add. We have studied just now the keyword called super, right? What is the usage of super? Super can be used to call members of the superclass. When you write only add, it will refer to the member of the subclass. If you want to refer to member of the superclass, then just write this super.add. That is one solution for this. That can be one solution for this. That is method overriding. That is here they have there I explained with the method called add, but here they have taken a method called show. So I'll give the demonstration. I'll show with an example program, explain with an example program, override. So let us explain the override method overriding. Yes, this is the simple mechanism which will explain how the overriding will take place, method overriding. So class A is a superclass here. From here to here, this is definition of the class A. So what are the members present in class A? I and J, and this is what is constructor of the A. So that is usual notation what we use, what we know. Show is a method here. Look at concentrate. Show is a method whose name is show, which is present in the superclass. That means this is present in the superclass A. The normal variables I and J. Along with that, there is a method called show in the superclass A. Next, if you can see, class B is extending all the methods from class B, that is inheritance hierarchy. As usual, we know this is class B, which will get members and all, right? And this is calling constructor of the superclass, which already we know. But when you look at the definition of this class B, here we have method which is present in class B. What is its name? Its name is also show. This is where we have to concentrate now. Remaining everything is known to us. This is show method which is present in the superclass A. This is another show method which is present in the superclass B. Now in this inheritance hierarchy, what happens? One show is present in its own and one show derived from the superclass. So basically there are two show versions present in class B. One show which is derived from the superclass, another one is its own version. Now in such scenario, always the subclass version will be called and superclass version will not at all get called. That is called as method overriding. That is called as method overriding. So if you can see here, what is happening here is from the subclass object, if you call the show method, what it will do? This will always call the show method present in B. So this will always call the show method present in B. Means we'll be only able to call this particular definition of the show which is part of the subclass. That is called as method overriding. The subclass version is hiding the details of the superclass version, because that is how the priority is. We will not be able to access this method which is derived from superclass. Only the subclass version will be having high priority. The solution, what I told, super.show. You can use super keyword to call the version of the super dot version present in the superclass. So when you execute this program, what happens? Only the definition of the show present in the subclass will be called. What is the definition present in the subclass? This is what is the definition present in the subclass, and it's trying to display only the value of k. It's trying to display only the value of k. Let us see the demonstration. That is Java C override dot Java. Override. Right, as you can see, only k equal to 3 is being displayed. 1 second. Yes, as you can see here, k is 3 is being displayed. See here, this version of show is being called, but the version of show present in the superclass will not get called. It is not getting called, because if you call version of the superclass here, what it is doing, it is displaying values of I and j, but I and j are not getting displayed. Only the version present in the subclass is being called, and this is called as method overriding. Method overriding. K equal to 3 only the display. And what is the solution? As I said, the solution for this is use the super keyword. And how I can write here, you can see the minor changes done to that program is just invoke the method called super.show from the subclass. If you write super.show, that is going to call A's show function, that is show method present in the superclass. Now overloading. What is overloading? When two methods have the same name but different signature, that is called as method overloading. Overloading is different, overriding is different. Overriding, same name, same signature. Overloading, same name but different signatures. That's it. It is possible to define two or more methods within the same class. Within one class, we can have two methods that share the same name. Names of both the methods is same, as long as their parameters are different. They will take different parameters. That is called as method overloading. And when this is the case, methods are said to be overloaded, and this mechanism is called as method overloading. That means we can have same, this is where the polymorphism will get implemented. That is same interface name, but the methods which are being called are different. That is what is one example for polymorphism. I'll take the example class, that is overload. Example. Yes, this is overloading. This is where we study the overloading now, in which there are two classes, two methods which are having same names, but their signatures are different. What do you mean by signature? The number and type of parameters are different. They are going to be different. That is called as method overloading. So class A, we have the show method as usual. Next, class B, as usual, we have the show method, but it is taking one parameter. That is the difference between the show method. Show method present in the subclass is taking one parameter, and show method present in the superclass is not taking any of the parameters. If you can see, name is show. This is not taking any parameters. Here in subclass, name is show, but it is taking one parameter. And here the show method is called as overloaded method. Depending on the parameter, the corresponding definition of the show will be called. What happens here is, from the subclass, we are calling two methods now, because we know that the same previous example only is being considered. The subclass has two versions now. This is subclass. Subclass, what is that? B. B has two versions of show now. One version from superclass, another version of its own. But its own version is taking one string parameter. It is taking one string parameter. So based on the parameter, the corresponding definition will be called. If you can see in this statement, what we are trying to do here is, we are calling the show method present in the subclass, but we are passing one parameter. That means this is going to call the show function present in the subclass itself, and this is going to call the show version present in the superclass, because depending on the parameter, this show which is derived from the superclass is not taking any of the parameters. It is not taking any of the parameters. And this show which is present in the subclass is taking one parameter. What is that parameter? String parameter is taking. So depending on the function call, if you call the show function by passing some string parameter, the version present in the subclass will be called. If you call the show function without any parameters, then the version present in the superclass will be called. Version present in the superclass will be called. That means this show is for calling without any argument. That means this will call this show method, and this statement will call this show method. That's it. So that is what is called as overloading. Two methods, but same name, but different signatures. That is called as method overloading. I will demonstrate. Now we will be able to display both Java C overload dot Java. Java. You can see K, I, J all are getting displayed. This is K, and then here this is K will be displayed. This is K statement will be displayed along with the value of the K, and then along with I and J, which are part of the superclass. That means both show methods were able to call here. In the earlier case, when during overriding, only the subclass version was being called. Here both versions can be called with the help of overloading. This notation of abstract class, I'll take it in the next class, because it needs some more time for that.